Alrighty, so we might as well put a null down here saying that this is the output. Very good. Now what else do we need to do here? There's one thing that I know we're going to need later, and that is knowing if this is a just hit or not. So like, on an off frame like 73, we don't have one that was just hit. It's set to 0 right now. And there's an ambulance out there for all of you who keep track of the sirens that go off outside of my office here. And there it goes. Anyway, so just hit is set to 0. And now it's set to 1. But the reason why I'm showing you this is that after the instance thing, we'll actually lose the groups from the instancer. So we need to store that value. So up here, we'll just say, make a new integer. We'll call that just hit. And that will just be equal to, are you in the group just hit? And now we can show ourselves. Hide all this stuff. So just hit is equal to 1 for this newest guy. And if we say group attributes up here, we can see here's the group designation. So it's just copied it over into an attribute. And for some reason, that comes through. The just hit attribute comes through and not the group. So now we know that it's brand new to the sim, and we'll be able to use that later. Because we're only going to want to add the newest ones into our rigid sim, the way that we're adding just the newest debris. But for the particle sim, we're going to want to know every frame what is everything. It's just the way that the two sims are structured. So let me show you what I mean. Let's start by updating the particle sim. I'm going to jump over to particle sim and say, jump back into the PopNet itself and say, well, this sim is all well and good, but let's also put down a pop collision detect. The pop collision detect will look at that null that we just made. So under the, let's see, where is it? It was called ground scar sim out. So it points to the ground scar sim out. It's not deforming geometry. It will color them red, so which will be convenient for us to debug. We want it to stop. We want them to just kind of like stick to it. And we'll move to hit to make sure that it looks accurate. So if we just press play, sure enough, even just after a few frames here, we can see that it's sticking to it. As you can see, it's sticking to the top of that geometry. Perfect. The color doesn't matter because, after we come through here, we just change the color here anyway. So let's make a new version and save that over that. This is the low quality. Let's do a low quality save, and we'll change the take over to HQ and do a high quality save in a moment. All right, so that's done caching, and like I said, we're just overriding the color anyway, so the red debugging thing is useful, and then it's just, then we lose it forever. Cool, and let's also do an HQ take. This will take a few minutes longer. All right, so that's finished. And if we scrub out, we can see we got our super big sim, and I'm confident that the collisions happened because it worked the low res. That's fine. Okay, so we're done with the particles.